Steve Passanelli here with Tech Savvy Agent. I wanted to elaborate even further on my hyper-social versus hyper-local article. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you go to techsavvyagent.com and check out the article first before you watch the video because I want to show you how companies are actually implementing this hyper-social strategy in their business model right now and how it can affect results and affect your actions as a consumer. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go to Trulia. The reason why I'm going to Trulia is because they added a hyper-social element here just recently, about 2 weeks ago, into their agent search and into other aspects of their website too. So if I go to Trulia and I click Find a Pro, it's going to ask me to log in using my Facebook account. So as people begin to do this, and we're searching through realtors on the Trulia website, I'll be able to see if my friends have recommended this agent. That's a personal one-on-one connection, and that is extremely hyper-social because if I see that one of my friends here, a friend that perhaps I believe in or I have faith in and I trust in, and they recommend an agent, then that's just like walking up to somebody and saying, hey, do you know of a good real estate agent? Oh yeah, I used so-and-so before. I highly recommend them. That's just taking that process and that human engagement and taking it to a whole new level, doing it online and allowing you to get to those connections faster. So Trulia is already starting to do some hyper-social marketing. Move, on the other hand, made a huge move, no pun intended there, made a huge move and actually acquired Social Bios. With Social Bios is really the #1 site out there for hyper-social marketing and content. So if you're not familiar with what Social Bios is, go to socialbios.com and check out their sample on the page. Here's a good example of how hyper-social marketing can connect people and can actually possibly generate you some business as well. A lot of agents have a profile page on their website where it says about me and it's just a simple bio about that agent. What Social Bios does is it allows your consumers to go on your About Me page or anywhere on your website for that matter that you want it to appear, click a button and instantly see what you have in common. The people that you know, similar connections, possible connections, common interests. We as human beings love to find commonalities within one another. If you ever worked with someone for a while and you were on the phone with them a couple times and you just didn't have that connection until you found out you were both friends with so-and-so and then that relationship took off from there. That's what hyper-social marketing allows you to do, and allows you to do it at a much faster pace. So because Realtor.com/move acquired Social Bios, guess where all of this technology is probably going to end up? Right here under a Find a Realtors tab on Realtor.com. And actually, I'm privy to some inside info. There's some awesome stuff that they're going to be doing with that Social Bios product across all of Realtor.com, not just Find a Realtors. And I'm really excited to hear about it when it comes out. So let's get to the goods though. We know that Trulia is embracing hyper-social marketing. We know that Realtor.com is embracing hyper-social marketing. How can we embrace this new way to market your thoughts and to market to your sphere of influence? Well, that's going to be through Google+. And Google+ is going to bring hyper-social marketing to the masses. When you sign up for a Google+ account, on the bottom of the page within the settings, you're going to see something that says +1 on non-Google sites. This is by default in the on position. So whenever you go to Google from here on out, you're going to see all these +1s on the side of the page here, and you're going to see personalized recommendations by people that are in your social graph. So if I'm friends, which I am, with Nicole and Katie here on Google+, and they recommend or they +1 a website that's out there, then their profile will appear directly underneath that website. So in a sense, they're on the first page. Now this is a search for real estate tech tips. Probably not going to help you that much as a real estate agent unless you're looking to learn. How can we actually maybe generate some business and connect with some new clients using this concept or this theory? Well, check this out. If I go to Google and I just type in the word real estate, 2 people that are in my sphere appear on the page. The first one's Ginger Wilcox. She actually works for Trulia. So she shared the Trulia.com website, she plus one'd it, and that's why she appears directly underneath. Trulia actually has I meant to say Ginger here actually has quite an extensive reach. She has 1,144 people in her circle. So she's reaching out to a lot of people, and she's appearing on the first page of Google for the term real estate for that amount of people. Not for anybody else. This is why it's important to build your social graph up and to make these connections online. And for those of you that have been on Facebook for a while, maybe not generating the business that you want, this is going to definitely help you in the future. But let me back up here because I want to show you something else. Christy actually appeared right above that on Remax.com. If I type in real estate, Remax is the #3 hit for my particular area for the term real estate. I can click on this website and start searching through Remax, but don't you think there's a chance that if I know Christy, and maybe I forgot that she's a real estate agent, but I'm friends with her on Google+, don't you think there's a chance that maybe I might click on her name and reconnect with her? If I click Christy's profile right now, you can see that she doesn't have 1,000+ friends like Ginger did on Google+. She has 63 people right here and 48 people in her circle. So not a huge reach, but you know what? She's still #1 on Google for me for Remax. And now I'm associating Christy's name with Remax, and that is extremely powerful because there is no way in the history of Google to appear on the first page of a Google search connected with a major company like that, with a major company like Remax or Coldwell Banker or Keller Williams. Let's back up a step here. I want to show you some other examples. If I type in real estate, or actually let's just type in homes for sale. Here's Ginger again on the first page. She's appearing over and over again. And again, here's Christy towards the bottom because Remax appears closer to the bottom. If I type in let's see if I can even do something local. Let's see if anybody has a local connection here. So Downingtown Homes. Whoops. Let's put a space in there and see if that works. So if I type in Downingtown Homes, hit the enter button, nobody's connected with these websites. Trulia.com, because you see it's connected to Downingtown right here, and that's why Ginger's not appearing. But these are other things that you may want to +1. You may want to run a couple of searches where you would like to be on the first page and +1 those websites. So here's the play, and obviously you guys can see it. You want to first have a Google Plus account because there's over 25 million people that already have that account, and there's going to be over 100 million people that have a Google Plus account very, very soon. It's growing at an astronomical pace. So in my opinion, I would get on it right now. I would go through and I would start +1ing only sites that I recommend, because remember, your face and your profile is going to be connected with these websites. So if a consumer has a bad experience on any of these websites, I probably don't want to go through and just +1 every single possible website out there. And you know what? I wouldn't try to scam Google either. We don't know how Google works, and there's probably something in there that if you go through and you just start +1ing everything, then you won't appear any longer. So I would just use this in a normal fashion and go through and research a couple of search phrases, or a couple of phrases that I would like to appear on the first page for, and +1 those. And obviously +1 all of my own websites as well. And if you do find something interesting, go ahead. But rarely would I recommend or suggest going through and just trying to +1 everything so you are all over the page spamming people at all times, because that's going to most likely backfire on you. So that's my quick overview of Google+, Hypersocial, and some of the hypersocial tools that other companies are beginning to use. This is just the cusp of this, guys. This is going to evolve into something much greater, but hopefully you have a plan of attack now, and I would definitely recommend getting a Google Plus account, no doubt. Steve Passanelli with Tech Savvy Agent. I hope you enjoyed the post.